how I made my Moon Knight cosplay. I started with the arms kind of cutting into strips and kind of making them like a lattice effect, overlapping. I then pinned them all together, and then some more HD shots of the actual suit came out, so I rethought my design and kind of did it in a different way instead. For the mask I used a Spider-Man face shell and some foam to make kind of a helmet as a base template, and then covered that all in fabric. Used some white mesh for the eyes, a bit of puff paint around the edges, and some LED lights to make it light up. For the chest I started out with some foam, put some edges into it, got my heat gun and also glued that together just to give it more of a 3D effect shape. I also put some like bathroom sealant, silicone stuff, like just to round it up. I mean, this is all going to get covered in fabric, so it didn't really matter, didn't have to sand it down and stuff. Covered in fabric here using contact adhesive, and the logo to go in the middle. Here's what it looked like after all the fabric was put on. I then got like a base vest and also covered that in layers of fabric, and did a little test fit trying to do the floss. Some foam bases for the shoulders, and then also covered them in fabric strips as well. I did a rough template for the arms with some spare fabric, layered that up together, and then after pinning it, sewed it and ironed it to flatten it out. I didn't really take any videos of the hood or the trousers, but this is kind of what I got. I then did a test fit and realised there were some adjustments I had to make, and as it was so white, I then decided that I needed to airbrush it to really make the details and like shadow and depth pop on it. So here I am with my airbrush in the garage, adding that. I got some red puff paint and put lots of like blood marks all over it too. And then it kind of looks something like this, and I think the airbrushing really makes the shadowy and depth kind of really pop out, and the blood looks really cool and hardcore. And that's